It's a battle between teams with championship. They will have the home crowd behind them in what is sure to be a clash of titans. Knicks, Mavs, coming right up. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is Julius Randle becoming an all-star in New York. Randle said it's been a lot of hard work paying off. As a shooter, a passer, a leader, you name it, I've gotten to flip the script on my own reputation, while also helping with this larger thing we have going, changing the reputation of our entire franchise. Mission accomplished, Kevin.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Noel. Emmanuel quickly out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Randle. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Sexton. Then there's Mason. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Oladipo in at the small forward. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew.
Dallas moving it around. Wasted no time on that one. With the ball for New York. Right at the free throw line. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Deflects the pass. Doncic passes to Mason. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Mason. Clock at 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Reddish. The pass to Quickly. Here's Reddish. He had 15 points last outing. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. It's rebounded by Dallas. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Can't connect from short range.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Now here's Rose. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. And again, it's the Knicks missing. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Doncic. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Passes to Noel. On the wing quickly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Randle. Basket counts. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Pass to Sexton. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Quickly the pass to Randle. Pass to Rose. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Knicks trail by 9. Well, when you look at Sexton, he has the ability to play either guard spot, and I like that versatility.
Game, Kevin, I think smaller and smaller players are going to be able to get back during the regular season and impact the way that offenses come at you and play with pace. And Sexton, one of those guys who can see.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Here's Randall. There's another block.
The defense he has played all year has been nothing short of fantastic. He has shaped this team's defense.
He's been quite a rim protector, you're right, for his team, and his efforts have him tied for the second most blocks in a year.
Well, it was the beloved Manute Bol who had 397 blocks back in 1986. Bol, of course, was an amazing 7'7". But while this young man can't match him for height, he has definitely matched him in block total.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's quickly. 35 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Here's Reddish again with the block.
Wow, another block as he continues this historic pace.
Only one more man to catch as he is now second on the list for most blocks in a season.
Well, anytime you can pass Manute Bol on a list of blocks, you are doing something right. He's done it. Leapfrogging Bol's high of 397 he put up back in 86.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
Kept alive, Randall. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Sexton's shot is good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
To the paint to stop the run, and Randall throws it down.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now, quickly. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Pocket 4. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 14. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's quickly. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Dallas moving the ball around. Mason. Again, the Mavericks score.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for New York. They trail by 16. And the rejection by Mason. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And boy, did that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Mavericks. The Knicks also changing it up. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Kemba Walker in for Derrick Rose. Reddish the pass to Noel. Powell against Quickly. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Mavericks leading by 14. And stolen by Noel. Walker finds Quickly. He lobs it up, and Toppin throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Chalk up 2 there.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
The pass to Mason. Pass to Dinwiddie. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Dallas making a switch here. Terry's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Chris Boucher's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Burks in for Reddish. Knicks trail by 19. And here is Quickly. Burks with it. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin, no one around him. And Dallas leading by 19 points. And that's good from Sexton on the assist by Mason. Sexton's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Walker against Dinwiddie. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Drills it from outside.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Mason dishes to Terry. Misses in close. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Quickly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line. Green, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Sexton. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
It's good. 15 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Walker against Dinwiddie. Pass to Boucher. High arcing shot. The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Mavericks leading by 17. Mason the pass to Terry. He feeds it to Mason. Dinwiddie the bounce pass. Mason kicks to Dinwiddie. Right side, Green. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Walker with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Burks finds quickly. No good on the three. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Green, no luck. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. It's an 18-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Boucher's shot is off. Here's Terry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Dallas with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And the former league MVP, Derrick Rose, now the Sage veteran, helping set the tone for this team.
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get out there that it's one goal, and that's to go out there and win the game by any means. We know that we play well together. We just got to come out aggressive.
And Rose, Greg, so respected around the NBA.
A great teammate, and not the most outspoken by nature, but so comfortable in his own skin. His teammates all ears when he does speak up.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Toppin is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Alec Burks. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's quickly in at the shooting guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Warriors was terrific. He finished with 70 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode. Propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Walker against Dinwiddie. Boucher with the steal. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches, and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways that get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Randall's checked in for New York. Dallas leading by 21. Mason kicks to right. Dallas moving the ball around. Mason misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Rejected by Mason, and he gets it back. Randall with the bucket. And so it's Dallas with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
Walker in the post. Dinwiddie covering. And it's blocked by Mason. Right outside. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Mason for 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Mason. Pass to Dinwiddie. Wright trying to break free. Dinwiddie's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Randall. That's short off the rim. And it's Mason with the ball for the Mavericks. To the wing on the left. Driving inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Quickly against Hardaway. It's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Doncic is checked in for Green. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Rose is checked in. Walker looking for an opening. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Burks for 3. New York, no good that time either. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Doncic passes to Wright. Hardaway with it. Now the feed to Mason. Wright trying to break free.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Randall outside. Outside Rose. A shake. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Mason.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Fournier's checked in for Dallas. Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Reddish comes in for Alec Burks. Here is Mason. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Power down with both hands.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Walker dishes to Rose. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Mason, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. And it's 37 points for Jay.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Walker, plenty of space, and Wright pulls it down.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And there's the pass to Noel. And here's Walker. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Mason inside the line. It's rebounded by New York.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Now Hardaway Jr. up over top right there, rising up.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Walker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And he played with them, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Passes it to Walker. Over Doncic. New York, no good that time either. Dallas has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Mason. To the middle and stolen by Noel. Hardaway against Walker. Pass to Reddish. There's the dish to Randall. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Big substitution.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And with it, easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a moment left on the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Mavericks. Sexton is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Mason in at the power forward. New York shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Here's Rose. It's blocked.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Inside, it's stolen by Reddish. Down low. Randall no good.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Mason, the offensive rebound. The three for Doncic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And it doesn't matter if Luka is working on or off the ball. You have to stay connected to him defensively.
Randle outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Outside for Sexton. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Oladipo outside. Pass to Mason. Fires from deep. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Knicks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Quickly kicks to Rose. Here's Reddish. That one good for 2. Reddish has got his first points of the night.
And that bump does not throw Cam Reddish off.
And the pass to Sexton. Mason for 3. No good there. And New York will come the other way. Reddish the pass to Rose. Randle left side. He kicks it to Reddish. The three-pointer no good.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Sexton finds Oladipo. The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. They get it again. Randle with the bucket.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
Outside, Sexton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Foul. The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
And New York making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Quickly against Sexton. Stolen by Mason. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Doncic with the bucket.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Rose dishes to Reddish. With the teardrop, and it's laid in by Rose. That's now 8 points for Derrick Rose.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Passes it to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Here's Quickly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team foul.
Clearly a foul.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys. Just as much in this half as the first.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dinwiddie's checked in for Powell, and it's Green in for Victor Oladipo. Shots good from Mason. 41 points for Jay.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Quickly. Shoots the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Doncic against Rose. Pass to Boucher. Back to Rose. Kicks it to Reddish. 6 to shoot. Back to Rose. To the middle. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Now Randall right now going to town on the defense and taking over this game.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Doncic finds Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Feeds to Randall. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Mason's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And that one drops. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And there's the feed to Reddish. Now the pass to Rose. This one for 3. A shot by Reddish, no good. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. Out to Doncic. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Mavericks now. Green, the pass to Sexton. Here's Mason. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
That one a little long.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Sexton dishes to Dinwiddie. Mason for 3. That shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Passes it to Doncic. Here's Dinwiddie. Yep, it counts. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Here's Quickly. They need this one. Nice D from Sexton.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Shots good from Mason.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Here's Rose. Doncic with the block. And he's able to get it back. Moves back up. He shoot again. He blocks it again.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. Dallas making a switch here. Lights checked in, and New York with a change here, too. Burks, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Reddish kicks to Quickly. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. On the wing, Green. Here's Mason. Boom, he jams it straight down.
All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Burks looking around. To the paint. Here's Randall. The rebound by Mason. Mason's.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Reddish the pass to Randall. And stolen by Wright. Pass to Dinwiddie. Now Mason. Dinwiddie right side. That one goes. Count it. Dinwiddie's got 9.
fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
There's the drive. There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Mason misses.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Burks kicks to Reddish. Quickly the pass to Boucher. Tipped away. Stolen by Mason. To the inside. Boucher with the steal. Here's Quickly. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Sexton's shot is good.
Don't want to see athleticism wasted just on offense, as Sexton uses it that time to get an offensive board.
Right against Quickly, and there's the drive. And no good that time. Nice D from Mason. 1:39 left in the third. And Boucher sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Green, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Colin Sexton. Then for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Randall. Toppin comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Kemba Walker in for Quickly.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's tipped. And now here's Mason, the fast break opportunity. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
From deep, Walker. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Here's Dinwiddie. White trying to break free. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 13.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Walker the pass to Burks. Reddish with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Walker against Fournier. Walker's shot is off.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Mason. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Alec Burks. Toppin is out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's McBride in at the point. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Dallas making a switch here. Terry's checked in. So it's the Knicks now. Ends up going with the new group. Here's Walker. He dishes it to Noel. He can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Mason. Outside Hardaway. Mason, the pass to Bertans. And finished off by Bertans.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Outside, Walker. He feeds it to Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Mason, the pass to Green, and he gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
The pass to Noel, and it's Walker, top of the key. The rebound by Mason.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now Rose. Inside, here's Noel, rejected by Mason. Rose against Hardaway. Passes to Bertans. Dallas moving the ball around to the middle. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Knicks on the break. Quickly with a wide open look. Nails the corner three.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Down low, here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Burke, the pass to Mason. 1:32 left in the game. To the paint, it's stolen by Randall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Jay.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double. And here is Quickly. Over Green. And it's Quickly missing. And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Mason for three. That one, no good. And the Knicks with possession here. Shot's good by Walker.
And what hustle from Walker in transition, blitzing up the court to support the fast break.
Here's Mason. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.